Welcome back to my channel. It's Amanda. I'm here to do my week 5 weigh-in. I started on Weight Watchers, if this is your first time watching me. I started on Weight Watchers December 17th, 2016. I weighed in at 358.6. Last week, at my last weigh-in, my previous weigh-in, I weighed in at 343.8. Then today, on January the 22nd, Sunday, I weighed in at 343 even. So that's a 0.8 loss, which puts me at total loss of 15.6 pounds since December 17th. I am so happy with the 15.6 total. I'm even happy with the 0.8 for this week. I had a really big loss last week, 6.2 pounds, and I'll link that video above if you want to go and look at my previous weigh-in. But I kind of felt this week I struggled, to be honest. I really did. I ate out a couple times this week. I made a pasta dish earlier part of the week, and then I had to eat on that for a few days. So I kind of feel that that kind of set me up for some failure this week. And yeah, so I will take that 0.8 in a heartbeat. So 0.8, like I said, it puts me just over 15 pounds so far. So it's just a little over a month and 5 days. So I'll take that. So for the positive for this past week, I had a hard time really being positive about this past week. I did track every day. Didn't necessarily pick the right things to track, but I did track. I'm just going to go ahead and talk about the negative to kind of throw the positive and negative in there. I don't eat out a lot. I used to eat out all the time. But now that I'm doing Weight Watchers and I do work from home, I don't really leave my house very much. So unless I'm going to meet a friend for lunch, or, you know, there's a special event or something that I'm going to, I really just eat at home. So, early part of this week, I did make a pasta dish of the cheesy taco pasta, which is really good. I'll link the recipe below. But it's got ground beef and whole wheat pasta and salsa. It's got cheese in it. Super, super yummy. The only thing is it made so much, I had to eat on it for like 3 or 4 days. I just decided not to freeze the meal because sometimes pasta doesn't freeze very well. So I went ahead and just portioned it out into some individual containers and then warmed that up. So there were several days that I ate that for lunch and dinner. And I feel like the combination of all the pasta and the cheese just made me feel blah this week. Just felt extra heavy. You know what I mean? So I think I've kind of learned that if I make that recipe again, which I will make it again because it was delicious, that I will make either half, or I'll make it a day where I'm like going to my grandmother's, or where I'm going to have other people eating it, so I don't have all of that to eat. I felt forced to eat. I mean, it was good, but I just felt a little forced to eat it because I didn't want to waste it. So, and then I did go out to dinner. Went out to lunch with my friend Emily, and then me and my brother went out to dinner Friday night. At lunch, I had chicken tenders. We went to PDQ in Concord. I had chicken tenders, 3 chicken tenders. When I looked at their menu, honestly, the salad was just as many points as just the tenders would have been. So I got the tenders, then I went ahead and got the fries. So PDQ wasn't listed in the Weight Watchers app. So I couldn't find any of their nutritional information online. So I treated it like Zaxby's. I can't remember the exact numbers right now, but I think that meal ended up costing me probably close to 18 to 20 points. I can't remember. The fries with the Chipotle barbecue sauce were probably what set it over the edge. I did have my first soda since I started on Weight Watchers, but I had a diet ginger ale. It was okay. I mean, I've had diet ginger ale before, but I don't know. I just prefer water. I've just gotten to that phase where water is what I like. Speaking of water. But anyway, but what really blew it is Friday night, me and my brother went out for, his birthday was in December. We didn't go out for his birthday, so we decided to go out. We ended up at Cracker Barrel. And I don't know if Cracker Barrels are everywhere, but Cracker Barrel is just down home, good food. But there's really, unless you get like a grilled chicken salad, there is nothing healthy on that menu. So I decided, because I have no willpower when I don't control what I'm making, that's why meal planning and grocery shopping and having a plan for the week is so important. But when I just like freaked out and I was like, okay, so I got country fried steak with gravy, mashed potatoes with gravy, fried okra, and hash brown casserole. And then you get either cornbread or biscuits. I got one of each. And I ate every single bite of it. That day, that was Friday, I was going to do what I eat in a day that day. And then I forgot to record I filmed through the whole day. I forgot to record my dinner at Cracker Barrel. And then I just felt embarrassed and guilty for that meal. It made me use up the rest of my daily points for that day, plus 26 points into my weekly for one day. Honestly, I hadn't used any of my weeklies for that week. I think I may have used like one or two, if any, and I still ended up with some weeklies for the, left over for the week. But man, like I've got to get that under control. I should have had like the grilled chicken tenderloins with some carrots and some green beans or some broccoli. But like I said, I don't eat out very much, and I've got to really learn to control myself when I do, because I'm going to be put in a lot of different situations like that, and I need to be able to make the right choices. Also, too, I didn't know we were going to go, and didn't really know we were going to go out to dinner till about 4 o'clock that afternoon. So I think if I would have known in advance, I could have probably planned my day a little bit better. But it is what it is. It happened. I tracked it and I moved on. But I just feel like that I just didn't set myself up the right choices for this week. I feel like I didn't eat enough fiber and protein. I feel like I ate too many carbs and dairy. And I just didn't. I felt like all week I was hungry. And it's the first time that's happened since I've been on Weight Watchers. I usually have to force myself to eat something. But this week I just felt like I just didn't eat enough. That I couldn't get enough to eat. So I've decided to kind of change my diet up this week. I'm really going to stick to set meals. I'm going to try to do just oatmeal with fruit every morning for breakfast. Maybe for like every other day, like maybe do oatmeal with fruit 3 days out of the week, and then the other 2 days maybe do eggs and Canadian bacon and something like that. But yeah, I've got to get a little bit more consistent, because when the first few weeks I was very consistent on what I had for breakfast. I only switched things up, every other day or so. And then this past week I got away from that. And for lunches, I was eating a lot of salads and even some convenience foods. But I was making very good choices with what I ate with them. Like if I had, if I had the turkey corn dogs from Trader Joe's, which I love, and I'm going to Trader Joe's tomorrow and I'm going to get some more. But I would eat them with a vegetable, or I would count out a serving of tater tots. I just felt like this week I was just eating whatever was in front of me, and it didn't work for me. So granted, I didn't gain, but I feel like that the 0.8 loss was really remarkable for how I felt like my eating habits went this week. Okay, so let's talk about some fun stuff. So, And I don't know if I've talked about this before on a video. I know I just got it like a couple weeks ago, and I may have talked about it just in a grocery haul. Or I always tell my friend Emily about everything that I get. It's funny because before I started this channel, we used to like show each other everything that we get at the grocery store. And so now she has to wait until she watches my videos to find out what I got. But anyway, I finally found some dressings that I absolutely love. First one, which it has maybe enough for a half a serving. This is the Bolthouse Farms Honey Mustard Yogurt Dressing. Right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. But it is, each tablespoon is 1 point. This is so good. I found myself like looking forward to eating salads every day. So yeah, this is highly recommended. If you like honey mustard, this is not super sweet. Like if you go to a restaurant and get honey mustard and it's that like yellow, bright yellow honey mustard. This has got a sweet taste to it. Obviously, it's honey. But this one has a little bit more of a kick to it. The mustard taste is very strong. But they're made with yogurt. But highly, highly recommend this. But when I went to the store the other day and then again today, I can't find this honey mustard now, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of research. Because I swear where I got it the last time, they didn't have it there. They didn't even have any of this brand. So when I was at Publix the other day, they didn't have the honey mustard. So I picked this up. It's Bolthouse Farms. It's the creamy roasted garlic. Right here. And it is 2 tablespoons for 1 point. Buttermilk, soybean oil. Oh, it's got pineapple juice concentrate. That's very strange. This I haven't had on a salad yet, but yesterday I took a potato and I spiralized it, tossed it with a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and put it on and baked it in the oven. So it was like spiralized, like really thin cut French fries. And I'm trying to stay away from ketchup. I will eat ketchup if I don't have anything else and I really need that. But I took 2 tablespoons of this, put this in a little condiment cup that I may or may not have stole from a restaurant. And I used that to dip, I used this to dip the potatoes in. Tasted like a garlic aioli sauce. So, so, so good. Highly recommend that. Now, if you don't like garlic, don't because it tastes like garlic. But if you like garlic, I highly recommend that. Highly recommend that. I think I'm going to roast some vegetables later in the week for like lunch one day. And I think this would be good to dip like roasted sweet potatoes or broccoli or carrots or any thing like that. So Bolthouse Farms. I haven't tried the ranch. I don't really like ranch. I will eat it, but it's not one of my, like everybody else is obsessed with ranch dressing. It's not my thing. But I hear their ranch is really good, and they have a couple other ones too that I want to try. But honey mustard, definitely, if you like honey mustard at all. And then this for like a dip, very good. Probably good on like potato chips too, but we're not trying to do potato chips here. So, my non-food find, well, it's kind of an activity / things that I used. Last Friday, like a week ago, I rearranged my whole kitchen. I cleaned out my pantry, cleaned out my refrigerator. I bought some like baskets, some organizing wire baskets at Walmart for really cheap. So I used those and I set up my refrigerator to make it easier for me. I set up one of the baskets for fruit, one of the baskets for my protein shakes, the Premier Protein shakes, one basket for like my my smoothie extras, like my chia seeds, my unsweetened shredded coconut, those kind of things. And I got rid of a lot of the condiments that were like, anyway, just cleaned it out, got organized, structured some baskets on my shelving in my kitchen. put all my snacks in one, all my pastas, all my breads, just really got organized. And that has really helped me to know when I'm craving something and I know, okay, I want something sweet. I know that everything is going to be in that snack bin. It's just really helped me to make better choices and to kind of have a game plan when I am going to fix something, and I don't forget about things that may have been pushed in the back of the refrigerator. So, but another thing that's helped me is I really, especially when I made that pasta, and then when I just make extra things, I've gotten rid of almost all of my Rubbermaid or Tupperware or old butter containers that you clean out and then you put your leftovers in. Well, I know in the South that's all my grandma does. She keeps every single container of sour cream, cream cheese, all those containers, cleans them out, and then we want leftovers. We have to-go containers from her things that she saved. But I got rid of all those. I did keep a couple just because if I go somewhere and I don't want to take it in one of my nice, because I don't really want to care about bringing it back. Who am I kidding? I don't go anywhere. But anyway, I started using, I bought this set a while back, but I was at Marshall's, which is like a TJ Maxx kind of place, a couple weeks ago, and they really had all of the Pyrex containers, which I know y'all know what these are. They had these a lot cheaper than if you went to Target or Walmart or whatever. I just picked up two to bring in here to show you, and because I just felt like this were a little bit how I used them personally. I did buy two of the big, huge, I think they're 11 cup containers. And I love how on these it tells you what the measurement is. Like this is 1 cup. The other one I have here is a 3 cup. But they have 1 cups, 2 cups, 3 cups. I think there's a 4 cup. And then I have a couple of 11 cups for like casseroles. Now these are microwave safe, dishwasher safe, oven safe. Of course, not the plastic lid. But I've gotten to where I use, especially the 1 cup, when I go ahead and wash my fruit, I go ahead and portion it into these containers. So then when I'm craving some blueberries, or I usually mix like blueberries and strawberries and blackberries together, because I don't really like raspberries. But anyway, I go ahead and put them in here, so then I can just go and grab the container. Or when I made that pasta, I knew that it was a 1 cup serving size. So I went ahead and put the pasta into these containers. So when I wanted to go get leftovers, because we all know when we go get leftovers, we just have a tendency to just scoop it out. I already knew that this was a 1 cup portion. So that, and then this size, I love this size here. It's the 3 cup, but it's flat. This is really good for if you're cooking like chicken and a vegetable, or chicken and rice or something. They all just stack really well. I just love these, and I feel so much more organized. They clean they're very easy to wash. Things don't stick to them. Dishes have been pleasant with them. But I just feel like that these have really helped me organize my pantry, and in turn help me make better decisions about food. And then recipes, I've already told you about the cheesy taco pasta. So good. It would be really good for like a family, because like I said, it just made so much. And it was only 8 ounces of pasta. I mean, the old me would have cooked a whole box, a whole pound of pasta and ate it on like 2 or 3 days. But I don't know, it was very filling. But it just made so much. Also, last night, so I haven't really tried, I did have a little bit last night, and I'm actually about to go make a salad tonight to go with it. But I made the everything chicken, and I just took my crock pot, and I'll link these recipes below. Crock pot, you just take, I think it called for 3 large chicken breasts or something. No, 2.5 pounds, 3 pounds of chicken. I don't know. Like I said, I'll link the recipe below. But the chicken breast, you put it in the crock pot. I used frozen, like the bagged chicken breast. I just put like 3 or 4 pieces of them. I didn't use a whole 3 pound like it called for. So I just put that in there. You put garlic, salt, pepper, and then either chicken stock or vegetable stock, whatever kind of stock you want. And I added a little bit more like onion powder and garlic powder, and added a little bit of extra pepper. And you just let it cook on low for 6 to 8 hours, or on high for 3 to 4 hours. I ended up keeping it on high for about 5 hours, I think. And then when it's done, it just makes this really, really good chicken. It's got some flavor in it and then you can shred it if you want. You can slice it up, but you can use it for whatever. I just took it all out. I used part of a breast for a salad last night. You can mix, after you shred it, you could add a little bit of like reduced sugar barbecue sauce to it, make you like a barbecue chicken sandwich. You could use it and mix it up with some some salsa, and make like tacos or, anything like that. So, but it was very, very easy to make. I just did that. I just let that cook while I did a few other things. So, very, very highly recommend that. Now this week, like I said, I am going to try to stick to, for lunch and breakfast, kind of the same things. Oatmeal or Canadian bacon with eggs. And then for lunches, I'm going to do salads or sandwiches with like quinoa chips or something like that. But I am going to do 3 different dinner recipes. And some of those days I may actually have leftovers for lunch. But the 3 recipes I'm going to try to make this week are shrimp tacos, which I still have a couple things I need to get for those. But like I said, in my haul, my grocery haul that I did today, Food Line didn't have everything I needed. So I'm going to have to go to Trader Joe's or Walmart or somewhere like that and pick up a few extra things. So shrimp tacos, honey mustard turkey burgers. A while back, several years ago, I did this PSP Fit program, and I lost probably, I think, about 10, 12 pounds on that in a month, which was really good. It was just, those recipes that we used had so many ingredients. I mean, I remember my first week, I followed the list exactly. A lot of those things were specialty items that I used one time. I think my first week, my grocery list ended up costing me like $150. And I'm like, there has to be a better way to eat healthy less than this. So I didn't stay on there just a month. It was just a month-long thing. But one of the recipes that I got from there was honey mustard turkey burgers. And it's just ground turkey. She added some ground oats to it to kind of bind it. I'm not sure. I'm not going to do that. I may have to put some type of binder in it. But I'm thinking I can just make the patties with it. But you take that, and then the recipe calls for ground mustard, and it calls for honey. I'm just going to use some of my new honey mustard dressing that I bought, because it's got the coarse ground mustard in it, and I just feel like, for me, there's no point for me to just go buy a whole thing of ground mustard when I'm only going to use like 2 tablespoons of it. Same thing for honey. But those honey mustard turkey burgers were so good. I'm hoping we have some good weather this week, because I really would like to grill them. But if not, I'll just cook them inside. So that's another recipe. And then I'm going to do some rice and beans. I've never made rice and beans before, but I just feel like I need more fiber and protein in my diet. So I'm going to cook a big batch of pintos and black beans combined. And make those. I found a recipe with that, with onions and garlic, and I just feel like that would be good. And then I'm going to make a batch of brown rice in my rice cooker and have rice and beans. That'll save me some money this week, and it will help me in other ways too. So anyway, that's it. That's all I've got this week. I was trying to keep this short, but it doesn't look like this video is going to be very short at all. So I better get off here. They're calling for some storms here in just a little bit. So if it's dark, it's because it's 6:30, and I tried to get this video made earlier, but it just didn't happen. So anyway, I hope all of you are having a great day. If you have any suggestions for recipes or ways, when you have a week where you just feel like you can't get full, let me know, because I would love to find a way, because sometimes I feel like some of these snacks and these things that I'm eating just are not keeping me full. And it's not because I'm bored, because, I mean, I've definitely had plenty of things to do over this past week. I just found myself hungry. There was one day that I went to bed and I was literally starving. Like, I went to bed and I was like, I almost thought about getting up and getting out of bed and going to fix me something to eat. I didn't, but, so if you have any suggestions, or if you have any suggestions on any videos you would like to see, I did have a suggestion to do more what I eat in a day videos, so I do plan on getting those done, filming one of those. I might do one of those tomorrow. But anyway, I hope you're all having a great day. If you haven't, definitely subscribe to this channel. I'm trying to, you know, this has really helped me to kind of focus on my weight loss, and it's made it fun for me, and I hope y'all enjoy the videos. I mean, I am doing this for me, but I'm also doing it for anybody else that, you know, might can help with their journey, or just for pure entertainment, or for people to make fun of my accent, or a number of reasons. So please subscribe, leave me a comment. I do try to interact with everyone that does leave a comment. And I think right now I'm at 88 subscribers. Wow. I would love to get to 100 by the end of January. So like this video, share it if you know someone else that is on Weight Watchers, or might be, you know, struggling with weight loss or weight, or is on their own weight loss journey. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.